Have you ever wondered if the sauna you're using is truly maximizing your experience? Whether it's relaxation, detoxification, or just a good sweat, not all saunas are created equal. And today I'm going to share with you my experience with the Plunge Sauna, a product that's changed the way I think about heat therapy. So stick around because by the end of this video, you may just rethink your current setup. I've been a sauna enthusiast for years now, trying everything from full spectrum infrared to traditional steam saunas. In fact, I have one of each in my backyard. And each type has its benefits, but none have quite hit the mark in terms of comfort and versatility until I tried the Plunge Sauna a couple of months ago. Now let's start with something that might seem small, but makes a massive difference: the angled backrest. I mean, we have a barrel sauna at home and the back is kind of curved. It's not incredibly comfortable, but it's okay. On the other hand, our full spectrum infrared sauna has a fairly, upright backrest, and that's okay too. But I've really come to appreciate the angled backrest where you can lie back and just relax better. You don't have to, move around and kind of find a comfortable spot. You just sit there almost like in a, you're lying on at the beach or at the pool or something. And it's incredibly comfortable and makes it significantly more relaxing. The Plunge Sauna has an angled backrest that supports you in a way that lets you, truly relax without constantly shifting around. Trust me, once you've experienced this, going back to a straight backrest or even to a curved one just won't cut it. You'll notice the difference and you really come to appreciate that angled back. Now, one of the coolest features and something that I haven't seen in other saunas is the foldable bench. And that's a game changer if you're like me and enjoy combining sauna sessions with, some light exercise or maybe some hot yoga. So by folding the bench, you can create space for a yoga mat or even some light weights. In fact, the larger version of the two Plunge saunas, there are two different ones, a smaller one and a larger one, even fits an assault bike. So if you want to go all in and do a high intensity type of workout while exposed to heat stress, you can actually do this in a Plunge sauna. So it's kind of a multifunctional wellness space, if you will. Another highlight of the Plunge Sauna is the high-quality HUUM heater, assuming I pronounced this correctly, HUUM. And what makes this heater stand out is the control element located outside of the sauna. So, very often what I realize is that, if I set the timer on my sauna, I don't get in immediately before, the timer runs out. That's particularly true with our steam sauna. Then I have to open the door, get in, turn it back on, and let it run out because it has like a safety kind of threshold. It only runs for an hour before turning off the heater, and which is great because one time I actually forgot to remove the water basket from the top of the heater where I had stupidly put it while the sauna was not in use. And fortunately it turned off after an hour. Otherwise the thing might have, started burning. That's a good thing. But the problem is, I turn it on, it runs for an hour. I don't get into the sauna within an hour and I have to go and, crank it back up. With our infrared sauna, before they introduced the mobile app, I sometimes, turn it on. Again, it would run out. I have to open the door, get back in, and turn it back on the display. Anytime you open the door, you lose some of that heat. And so what I really like about the control panel of the Plunge Sauna is that it's located on the outside. You change the temperature on the outside. You don't have to open the door, but it still comes with a mobile app. So you can do some of the things from the inside. Like, for example, you want to extend your session while you're on the inside and you brought your phone. You can do it on the mobile app as well. So speaking of mobile app, you have full control over the whole sauna experience. You can turn it on, turn it off, change the temperature, etc., schedule it even. It's very convenient if you want to use that. But otherwise, the control panel on the outside, I really appreciate as well. Now let's talk about heat distribution. The Plunge Sauna has two benches at different heights, which gives you more control over your heat exposure. So sitting on the upper bench means you're getting the full blast of the heat, because heat rises. And that's perfect for those intense sessions. Or if you're like me, you really want to push your body to the limit. Whereas if you want to dial it down a bit, or maybe you're not as comfortable being exposed to all the heat, you can sit on the lower bench. So for example, if my wife and I would, sauna bathe, I'm typically the one, especially in our infrared sauna, sitting right next to the heating panel in that corner where I have those two panels on each side to really get the full, heat, the highest temperature possible. Whereas my wife would sit a little on the other side of the bench where it's less hot, in a traditional sauna, obviously, the heat is more evenly distributed. So again, if my wife and I sauna bathe together, I want it really, really hot. And so I crank up the temperature to the max. She wants it less hot and she can just sit on the lower bench and I sit on the upper bench and we both get what we want without having to mess with the temperature setting. Another aspect that sets the plunge sauna apart is the quality of the materials used. The exterior is made from aromatic Japanese cedar, which not only looks stunning, but also holds up incredibly well to the elements. So making this sauna perfect for both indoor and outdoor use. That's really something that, you want to consider, especially with, the humidity production, etc., the moisture that the sauna produces, especially if you pour, water over the sauna rocks. If you use it indoors, you need, good ventilation. On the outside, it's much less of an issue, but most saunas that I've seen require covers or, something to protect them. Not so with the plunge sauna, which is made out of cedar, which is incredibly rot resistant and can hold up to the elements very well. The inside, on the other hand, is made with clear cedar, and that's known for its smooth finish, resistance to cracking under high heat. Obviously temperatures change from the sauna session to when turning it off, and you really want to make sure that the wood withstands those temperature changes, and cedar does it very well. Now, the choice of these materials shows that the plunge sauna isn't just about functionality, but also about creating an aesthetic and durable space that you'll enjoy for years to come. And whether you have a small space or room to spare, the plunge sauna comes in 2 sizes, as I mentioned initially in this video. And this flexibility means you can find the perfect fit for your home or backyard without compromising on any of the great features. In other words, both saunas come with the same general features. They look the same. They have the same height. They have the same depth. It's just the width that's different depending on how much space you have and how many people you want to fit. Now, I'll be upfront, the plunge sauna isn't cheap, but when you consider what you're getting, a sauna that's built to last, packed with features like the mobile app, high quality materials, and the ability to use it both indoors and outdoors, I think it's an investment that's well worth it. Plus, with the added comfort of the angled backrest and the versatility of the folding bench, you're not just buying a sauna, you're enhancing your overall wellness routine. And I have a discount code as well. I'm going to link it down in the description. Gets you a bit of a discount to make the price more palatable. But if you're serious about, your sauna sessions and want to take them to the next level, the plunge sauna is definitely worth considering. So thanks for watching. And if you found this review helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into optimizing your health and wellness. And I hope I'll see you in the next video.